sun can start and going down. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, no, start and going down. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, no, no.
Hello, 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 you guys, my good Judies. Welcome back to my channel, Just Dead TV. Thank you guys for stopping by. Child, I am here with a brand new series. We're gonna do a Love After Lockup. So last season, I had so much fun doing Love During Lockup. I was like, ooh, Love After Lockup is starting. And so I felt like I wanted to come to y'all today to discuss Love After Lockup, child. Season 5, episode 1, child. And we got a couple on here from Love During Lockup, child. And we're going to discuss. We are going to discuss, child. So let's get right into it. Love After Lockup, season 5, episode 1. So we got Zaria. She's 32. We get introduced to Zaria and Troy. Zaria is 32. Troy is 29. Troy was in prison for possession and attempted robbery. He did 7 years. Right? She's a pastor's daughter. They've been dating for 5 years. Married 3 years. And she was married before. The guy who is her son's father. She has a son, and the guy who is her son's father. He's currently incarcerated, so she has no contact with him, no dealings with him. But long and behold, Troy was her ex's cellmate, or his next door neighbor cellmate. She said she went to go see him, her ex, and he introduced her to Troy, and she was like, oh my God, Troy looks good. And I'm just like, oh my God, that's gross. Why would you do that, child? Why would you do that? Anyway, Troy didn't want to move forward with their relationship, until she finalized everything with the son's father, and they got a divorce and all of that stuff. Her dad is giving me how you doing vibes, child. I don't know. Y'all drop that in the comments and let me know if her dad is giving me some if her dad was giving y'all some how you doing vibes too, because I was getting the how you doing vibes from her dad, child. Troy adopted her son. Right. So she claims that she did not want to keep introducing people to her son, and her future husband, she didn't put the incarcerated ex on the birth certificate because she felt like he didn't deserve it. Then she says that she wanted to make sure that the person who she married is on the son's birth certificate. But he was incarcerated as well. But I mean, girl, we here for it. We're gonna watch this play out, child. We're gonna watch this play out. I don't really have much thoughts on their relationship yet. I just want to see. This is just the first introduction. I have my thoughts, but I'm going to keep them until later, child. I'm going to keep them until later. So we head over and we meet Kim. Kim is 38. She's a teacher's aide. I'm always put the pictures here. Joey is 39. Joey got arrested for breaking and entering larceny, identity theft, and he's done 6 years. Now, Joey's been in and out of prison, child. Joey said he spent at least 30 years in prison. Yikes. Joey has a history of drugs abuse, child. Opioids. Right? She's been married twice. And her child's father, I think her 2 children's father, had passed away in a car accident. So he is no longer with us. They went to school together. Kim and Joey went to school together. They've known each other for a while. She felt like he's the one that got away. He proposed to her 6 months ago. The dad feels like the dad is holding an issue with him because he feels, so they had a bike stolen out of their garage 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And the dad thinks it's him because he knew that they were not going to be home the night before. And the dad feels like he needs to have a conversation with him. So he's going to bring that up to him eventually. Child. He feels like him and his cousin did it. But he can't prove it. But we'll see. So Kim says she spent approximately $15,000 on Joey so far. She says she spent $200 a week on phone calls alone. Where they get this money from to be giving these guys? Because that is the lowest amount that I've heard thus far in this show. She said $200 a week on the phone bill alone. That's something. Right? So he has a 20-year opiate addiction, and he's a recovering addict. He said he's going to therapy, and she thinks he's going to be a different person when he comes out. He said he's going to be doing medicine to help him alleviate the opioid addiction, but we'll see. She says she's still married to her second husband, and by the time he gets out, she wants to get married to him 6 months after that he get out. But 3 months after he gets out, her second divorce will be final. Got it. Yep. Then we head over to Shantae and True. Now, Shantae and True was also in when I did Love During Lockup. And we already know that we had issues about Shantae and True. Shantae is 35, and she's a restaurant manager, supervisor, whatever. And True is 31. He did 13 years for robbery. His mother told on him. There's issues with the mother and the sister. He lies back and forth. True is a compulsive liar. Last season, when they did Love During Lockup, True had received pictures. Her pictures went back. He is communicating with someone else. She is the first black girl that he has dated. So we're going to see about what happens with Mr. True now that he is out after 13 years in prison, child. True has issues, and I can already see them, but we're going to discuss. Chantel says that she knows his change will be a process. And because that they are going to be in person with each other as opposed to them being on the phone. Y'all already know how they met through her cousin or something like that. It was crazy how he pressed a cousin last season. Child, whatever. She said she hopes the process and the change is not too drastic. But I think it is, child, just from what he says. He says he spoke to about 60 women at one time while he was in prison. And he stopped speaking to a bunch of women just to commit to her. Problems. That's what I'm saying. He already coming with it. True's sister's also at the jail to receive him when he's getting out. She brought her 2 kids. And they're gonna pick him up. They coming to wish him, welcome him home. So we head over and we meet Letitia, who is 37, and she's an accountant. She has a tax business. And Keith is 36. Keith is in jail for drug distribution, and he's been doing 10 years. 10 years. She has a 16-year-old, a 15-year-old daughter, and a 6-year-old daughter. I wonder, judging from the interactions that they have on the scene, I don't think that she's setting a good example for her daughters, but we'll discuss later. She finds out while she's at work that Keith can be released early due to a technicality that happened into the system. It's a mandatory minimum sentence change. So what happened was they gave him too much time before, and they changed the laws. And they lowered the time that he would have done if he would have done that crime currently. So it's a mandatory sentence reduction. So that's why he's going to be able to come home any day now. And they met through a mutual friend. They've been together 4 years, married 2. He's mad at her because she took $15,000 out of his account to pay for her a ring. She doesn't even have a ring for him. She says when he gets out, she has to get him a ring because he's not going to be walking around these streets without one. Like anybody's going to want him. But girl, we gonna push on because it is what it is, child. It is what it is. You know, they have not done the do, and she is frustrated and backed up. This dude has 5 children, and they want many more together. 7 kids altogether already. Got it. He has 5. Got it. Letitia's friend feels like she's moving too fast. I agree. Her friend and her employees, they feel like she's moving too fast. I agree. I agree. For a 37-year-old child, you ain't no spring chicken talking about you want a bunch more kids. So I don't even know what's happening here, child. We're going to head over and meet Hope, who's 27. And she's a truck driver, child. She was whipping that truck. She reminded me of my sister when I seen her whipping that truck. Because my sister drives. She got her CDL and she drives trucks as well. So she kind of sort of reminded me of her. And then we meet Arthur. Arthur is 29. Arthur is in prison for theft and evading arrest. He's done 6 years. They met 6 years ago. And, you know, he was locked up for stealing a car. She is head over heels for him, child. She is smitten for Arthur. You could tell. Everything she said, child, is Arthur, 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 my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. He wants to give her whatever she wants, child. He wants to give her whatever she wants. He will be released the next day. So that means tomorrow he gonna be released. Anyway, Arthur's mother shows up to release day. And right off the bat, you could tell that his mom got an issue with Hope. Child, she got an issue with both. Hope. She says that Hope has bad history. And the only way she can know that Hope has bad history is because of what the son told her. Anyway, yeah. So we head back to Zariah. I don't know how to pronounce that girl's name. I keep messing it up. And she's home packing Troy's bag. Because when he comes home, they're gonna go initially stay at a hotel, because she can't really bring him to her house yet because she hasn't told him that her sister lives with her. Well, she has told him that his sister lives with her because he did say some comments. But yeah, the sister lives with her and they kind of want to break him in slowly, whatever. So they discuss the size of his eggplant, and she said if it's too small, they're gonna get an eggplant enlargement. Why is that? Anyway, I feel like these people are thinking with the wrong brain, and they always start out thinking with the wrong brain. It is what it is. You know, he wants his sister out by the time he gets home. I'm assuming that he did not communicate this with her because she is under the impression that they're going to be a throuple in this house. Not saying the sister's going to be entangled in a relationship, but I don't think she has intentions on the sister leaving because of the conversation that they had. Because she was like, girl, you get comfortable, you can walk around, whatever, I don't mind, da, 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 da. But the sister don't like living with men. She don't like it. So she's like, I don't even know how this is going to play out because I don't like living with men. I said, child, I hear you, sis. I hear you. I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you or her. But you don't need to be living with your sister either. But that's another conversation for another day. Anyway, she bought him she bought him a money bouquet for his release. She bought him a bunch of jewelry. And she says she attracts money, so she spends it freely, child. She said she spent already $50,000 on homeboy. $50,000. You know what I could do with $50,000? Do you know what she could do with $50,000? But I hear you, sis. She attracts money. Money comes to her easily. Continue. And she, outside of the money bouquet, the jewelry that she bought him, she got him a pocket full of money as well for his, pocket money, pocket change for him. Child, the sister is like, you doing too much for this dude, and I'm not mad at her. And homegirl got a big old Troy tattoo on the side of her thing right here. We'll see how this plays out. We're going to see how this plays out because the trailer looked, child, they was already getting it in. We head over to Kim's house again, and she's with her friend Jennifer. She's known Joey for years. So they've all, like, they probably all school friends or whatever. It's probably like a small town or something. I don't know. She wants to make sure that Kim is doing all right, and that she wants to let her know that she wants the best for her. So she's not too sketchy because she knows Joey's history and his past. She doesn't want him to relapse because that's going to be an issue. 20 years is a long time to be doing something. And it's not going to be hard to kick. Especially in jail, you could freely get that stuff too. And I wouldn't put it past that he's not getting it in there too. Anyway, she helps her take care of the kids. So she said that him and Joey could both work together to take care of the kids. And I'm just like, whatever. Hopefully it works. Joey will be home in 48 hours. And she says she hopes that he's ready to be a dad to her 2 kids. We'll see how that plays out. So we head back to Shantae, and it's finally time for True to come out. They've been waiting for a little bit, and he is going to enter the real world. The sister and Shantae they super happy. They're excited for him to be coming home. We're going to see how this plays out too, because I don't know. He was literally saying some crazy stuff, child. Crazy stuff. True says he has a problem with authority. He doesn't like to listen, and he doesn't like to be told what to do. But you was in jail for 13 years where they don't do anything but tell you what to do. So how's that work? I was perplexed. They tell you literally got to be told what to do in prison. So how do you say you don't like to be told what to do? But whatever, it's okay. It's okay. He said he never really had a father figure, which we could tell, especially judging by what your mama was talking about last season. He said he likes, or he used to like, child, because he initially said he likes. Then he had to clean it up for the cameras and for us and say he used to like. That it means he still currently likes. The thrill of robbing and knowing that he could get away and knowing that he could get caught. He's not reformed. 13 years later, he's still not reformed. Because for him to come out after 13 years and make a statement like that, you are not reformed, sir. You are not. And there's no amount of convincing that Shantae is going to do to make me believe that he is reformed. They're going to go get something to eat. He said he learned about loyalty, or learned what love and loyalty was in prison. What does that mean? Who did you love in prison? Or who showed you love in prison and loyalty? What was that? What does that statement mean? Especially if you've been in jail for 13 years, what does that statement mean? I need clarity. Like ASAP. Anyway, he said he's ready to do all things that free people do, especially bang bang with Shantae. Child, he can't wait because he was excited that he was touching a woman. What does that mean? What does that mean? I'm going to read between the lines. Child, what does that mean? I need clarity. Anyway, Hope finally reaches the prison or at around like 10:30 or so. Child, the mom is going off on her because she was there since 8:30. She flew in overnight. And Hope, if you so excited about your man coming home, you should have been here already, child. That mother got it out for her. She don't like her. That is her son, and she feel like the son need to be where she at too. I don't care what nobody say, girl. You just a girlfriend. That sounds like what the mother would be saying to her if she was talking to her child. Anyway, she was pissed. The only reason that the mother could wait and she was pissed is because we found out that he could only be released to Hope. So that must say a lot. Why he can't be released to you? That says something too. Mom says she's been supporting him all the time, so Hope better not make it seem like she hasn't. And Hope said, child, I've been supporting him ever since he been in. They going at it outside jail. I said, okay. Hope says she's been supporting him for the past 5 years, girl. And what have you done for him lately? That's pretty much what Hope is saying. What have you done for him lately? Okay. So initially when he first came home and went back in, She was messing around. We found out messing around. They had an open relationship. He said it was okay. Then he got a little bit skeptical about the open relationship. And then she lied and said that she wasn't with the dude anymore, but she was still with him. And he found out. So that's why the mother says that she has a checkered past. And her history is jacked up. So she can't forgive her. I'm sure, Mom, you've done worse. So, girl, goodbye. And mind your business. Mind your business. If you was doing what you were supposed to do as a parent, homeboy would have landed in jail. Okay? Mom says she wants him with her where she at, and she don't care what she say. I could tell that mom is going to be an issue for Hope and homeboy. They just going to have to be going back and forth. I could tell. Letitia is on her way home, and keeps on. Marsha is watching her kids. So she says Marsha is Keith's favorite aunt, or Keith is Marsha's favorite nephew. And because of that, she's gotten really close with Marsha, and Marsha helps her a lot. Because I remember she has a little one, a little 6-year-old. She said they built a relationship, and it's a good thing. Her oldest daughter does not have or want a relationship with Keith. You can tell she is not feeling it. She is not happy. You can see it in her face. I feel like they're trying to force the relationship on her, and they need to let it gradually happen. I agree with the daughter when she says that he should be somewhere else and they should gradually build a relationship and he should move in. I agree. You don't know what the outcome is going to be. But everybody could move how they want to move and do what they want to do. I have no say over that. Right. She wants him to have his own space, which I think that's what if you have kids, especially little kids, a 6-year-old and a 15-year-old, you don't need to move them in right away. Just gradually let them do what they do and incorporate him into your family gradually. I don't know why they don't integrate them slowly, but I mean, it is what it is. The youngest daughter has kind of a breakdown and she starts crying, and she says she wants to be daddy's little girl, and she says she's never gotten that. Tish says she's never gotten that before, and she's never experienced having a real dad. Let's see if Keith could live up to that. Let's see. They all willing to work it out with the oldest daughter and work through her issues, and I'm just like, I don't feel like you really listening to her. I feel like you really trying to force feed her this relationship, and she's supposed to be okay with it, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see. Troy is going to be released in 2 days, and Zaria, I can't pronounce this girl's name, meets up with a psychic that she's been seeing for a year and discusses her relationship and what's going on in her life with this psychic child. This psychic, she's a psychic extraordinaire, all that good stuff from the island of Croy, Biddle, that's her. Biddle, if y'all don't know the reference, Beverly Hills Cop. Okay, Beverly Hills Cop. Dos. So, for someone to be brought up in church, this girl has, she goes against everything that church stands for. Everything that church stands for, this girl goes against. So I'm kind of perplexed at how close-knit of a relationship that she had with her parents, and how spiritual she is, because there's a lot of things that is putting up red flags to let me know that she's one of those church girls that is rebellious just because they can be. They do a card reading and they discuss trust, communication, and honesty. She thinks the psychic thinks there's going to be drama, which there is always going to be drama. So, whatever. The mother of his child is going to be the drama that she's talking about. And she thinks that she's still in love with him. The psychic says they will not make it. Child, that is crazy. Coming from a psychic that barely know you, if that's the case, and she reading you down like this, we gonna see. Listen, this is just episode 1. This is just episode 1. Just episode 1. So Kim has one more day before Joey comes home, and she's at home. You know, his mother comes to visit her, and she's at home getting ready, you know, for his visit, packing his bag. She rented a cabin, so they're going to be in a cabin for the weekend away from the kids. So his mother's going to watch the kids. She's known his mother for a while, and his mother's going to help her a lot, which is a very much appreciated of her. She says his mother helped her when she was, you know, in a real bad situation, and, you know, after the kids' original dad passed away, you know, so, you know, they close, which is, I mean, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I just feel like any help she can get is good, but, you know, we'll see how it goes. The mother wants him to get on the right track. Easier said than done. And then we get at the very end, she's on her way. She leaves out the house to go and get him. And at the very end, she gets a call from him. Some chick named Ashley emails him or writes him a letter and tells him that your wife is sleeping with my husband. She looks stunned and confused and busted all at the same time. I don't even know what she looked like, child. And then it goes off. So we gonna get episode 2 coming in with a banger, child. Coming in with a banger. How did Ashley find this information? Is she really sleeping with somebody's husband while he is in the pen? How's that working for her? Child. Banger. We're going to see how it ends. Y'all stick around for episode 2. I will definitely see y'all for episode 2. Don't forget to like, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll definitely see y'all again. Peace.